So there you saw Doc doing some basic commands, and you'll see this as we take the sheep around a course in a few moments. Now Lynn and her young dog Lexi will show you balance. And balance is the fact that the dog always wants to keep the sheep to the handler. Years to train these dogs to the level at which you'll see some of these dogs. So Lynn moves left, Lexi moves. Excellent. And so notice the concentration on the dog. The dog doesn't really mind what Lynn is doing, except I can't let the sheep get away and be killed by coyotes. Okay, we now need some volunteers to go down to the end of the course, of the end of the field here, and we're going to set up a course. And we hopefully, we have a couple over here.
Okay. Что это они делают там?
All the way around the corner.
Setting the sheep was Cindy Baker. Cindy is one of our top handlers, and she, I think we need two more. All right, now we have our course. We have a moving course, I think. Anyone involved? Okay, so what I'll do is I'll describe the course as Diane is using Tess to take the sheep around the course. You'll hear her use a lot of the commands that I've already shown you. In addition, these dogs naturally want to bring the sheep to the handler. What is more difficult is to take the sheep away from the handler because it's going against their... Wait a minute, Diane. Okay, I'll explain the course. Diane's dog Tess is 13 years old, right? Diane is 85. No, she's not actually. Diane is in her prime, but Tess is 13 years old. She is retired from herding. But this will demonstrate that even though they're more mature, they still have the desire and the ability to herd. Now, hopefully, these sheep are fairly fast. Hopefully, Tess can navigate the course. Now, what Diane's going to do, she's going to send Tess either left or right. Tess is going to bring the sheep to her through the two children in the center of the field. Now Tess is kind of sizing things up here. The older you get, the more cautious you get, and I guess that's true with humans as well. Alright, there was a come by, which means go clockwise. She's being very careful because she knows how flighty these sheep are. Wow, see how soft that was? So maybe they get better with age. Wow, straight through the obstacles, I think. Wow.
Мама, я бы хотела такую собачку иметь, мам.
Wow. Oh, that's it, I'm going to approach. You hit that obstacle. Beautiful. See how much precision is required to do this?
Собачку, мама.
And there's Tess, 13 years old. And still is a tremendous dog. Tess? Made placed in the national finals. Come on. Oh, just missed. But 3 through. Notice how hard that was for Tess because the sheep were right between the dog and the fence. All right?
That's his job. Sheep herding job.
All right, almost. Wow, you're here for that. Very good.
Мне надоело уже смотреть.
Now back to Diane. And put the sheep back into the pen. good enough. We're going to put the sheep in the pen now with Cindy. And then after that, in a few minutes or so, we'll be doing another demonstration and showing you different dogs and different situations. What's the entrance?
Я поняла только по-английски.
I like the one this one.
We almost had sheep going
Didn't
through
you
the
have a
didn't know you there.
Alex.
Into the barn at night here.
It's a beautiful brown sheep. Quickly, Michael, touch it. It's called sheep.
I think that one might be pregnant.
Давай, давай, дергай. Молочко капает.
Это же вода!
Я думала, это вымя.
This is cool.
А кто это, мама?
Now you
А
see.
кто это, мама?
You see the purple? You see the orange? Right? And the blue? And a little bit of white, because there was some white in that one. See all those colors come up in there.
On the top almost. So she spins it.
This is the original logo. And then like
Yeah. Probably like a rock and a stick. What, which one? You want to take a look? Look at what she's doing with her feet. You want to look? Cadence, you want to look?
Just use a kid's toy. And I'm bored. It could still take a little more of the dye into it.
哦，这是小鸡，这刚孵出来的小鸡，小鸡走路了。Hombre, gallinas.
What's that?
White, and there's white black. And it used to be you could join it to
Мама, что туда подсунуть?
Потом.
Почему? Не посмотри. Можно на заводе? О, я хочу погладить. Мама, я хочу...
Look, Dana, look.
Мама,
Look, look, look.
ай!
Oh, nice.
Ой. Мама, давай пойдем в другой... Ой,
Amy Wolf. She's the other shearer we've got with us here today. And who do we have here? Is it a number or a name? This is 733's daughter. So, with sheep, if you've got 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, you can name them, but when you get a lot of them, like they've got it at the Pines Farm.
You got 733's daughter.
You got, yeah, 733's daughter. Now, I want to make sure all you parents were watching that move right there. You saw how she got that sheep down on its bottom? How much does this sheep weigh, Al?
I'd least say 150.
This sheep weighs 150, so you could probably do it up to 200, I would think. You got any of your kids out there that get a little recalcitrant, start mouthing off, you know, talking back? You just kind of do that move, take one under the chin, a little grab on the thigh and tip them over. And then you can hold them like this, they can't do anything. So,
Yeah,
you might try that.
We don't talk about that till we're through.
Oh, we're not going to talk about how
We talk about how well an animal behaves after you're done shearing it. Otherwise, it's like a jinx.
Yeah, so right now we're just going to talk about other things. And do we have Amy, another Amy? This is
Yes,
daughter.
I'm hiding over here.
Where is she?
Look the other way.
Oh, she's up over there.
Oh,
Sneaky.
This is why we didn't talk about it.
Yeah, see, when you talk about how well they're doing or whatever.
See how you got that animal.
Then that happens.
Oh,
There you go. See, for any of you who needed an instant replay, there it was again. So, back to Amy up here, a roving reporter. She's going to be walking through the crowd.
If you have any questions, put your hand up. We'll try and run the
Amy
mic
will
over
find
there.
you.
And get
You might have to wait a lot.
we can all
Sometimes
share.
there's a lot of you out here.
Yeah, she's got to wade through. There's quite a few people out there. So, let's start with any questions. You got any right off the bat?
There's a right over here.
Okay, there's one right out there. She's coming for you.
Keep an eye while we're shearing the next. What we're going to do now. Watch while they're each being shorn. Each one of them has the same pattern of shearing.
But before you had the electronic shearers,
Before we had the electric shearers, how did we get the wool?
how did you do it?
We chased the sheep around and picked it off a fence.
A little after that, I
A
think.
little after that. After we actually talked the sheep into holding on to their wool, we kept the sheep that kept the wool. Then we started using these two knife blades that were fastened together with a hinge on the back. And you go like this.
And how long did that take you?
You think you're actually, Amy says it's about the same amount of time. So we can do it in about the same amount of time. But can you imagine what your forearms look like after you do this all day?
Popeye.
Popeye.
Yeah.
Show us, Amy.
Upper body strength. Any more questions?
This animal's a little harder to show than the white ones because it's so dark. The joint between what you're showing and what you haven't disappears in the blackness is there. That's why it's good to have really good light when you're shearing a dark animal.
Okay, here comes Amy. So, meanwhile, Doug was talking about how
When we started,
into the mountains during the off season, and then they'd run them back down every year to shear them. Well, Shrek was really good at eluding the shepherds, and he was out there in the mountains for 6 years growing wool. And the only reason they finally caught up with Shrek, able to get a hold of Shrek and bring him back down and get him scorned. So that's what happens if you don't shear the sheep.
And Amy, before you let
You're
it
gonna
go,
take a bow, number
our
733.
question was, what is the sheep's name?
Number 733's daughter.
yes.
This is a numbered sheep because this sheep belongs out in the field with all the other sheep. When you got a whole bunch of sheep, it's easier to take care of them when they just got numbers.
And they start looking a lot the same.
She's my
Especially when
mom's best show you. So if you have a really great name, why don't you just come tell us and we'll name her?
That's a good idea.
Name a sheep contest.